Welcome to the L-IFT Scale2Save portal. On this portal, you'll find data that has been collected during the research carried out in Nigeria, Senegal, and Morocco. The first thing to do to access this information is, of course, to either request access here and follow the instructions if you don't have an account yet, or to enter your email and password and login. Once you're logged in, the first thing you should see should be this screen, which means that you're immediately redirected to the diaries page. In order for you to understand the way this portal works, you need to first know how the research has been carried out. Every 2 weeks, researchers visit respondents and ask them a series of questions, which are always the same, in order to know how some aspects of their lives evolve through time. The interviews are bi-weeklies, that is, they are repeated every 2 weeks. So back to this page. The first thing you see are the bi-weekly's results. You can choose among several categories you're interested in, such as income, working hours, support, etc. We'll go back to this a bit later on. Let me take you to the home page. If you're logged in and you leave the portal and decide to visit it again, you'll be redirected to the home page. Here, there are 2 ways for you to access the data, either by scrolling down the page and clicking on one of these, or in the menu at the top of the page. The intake, which is either here or here, gives you information about the respondents that was collected before the bi-weeklies started. In this part of the portal, the questions that were asked are on the left side of the page. First, you'll see the categories, and by clicking on them, you'll see the full question. Let's pick a question. Number of children. How many children do you have? Once you have chosen the question you're interested in, you can choose to either see the non-segmented answer by clicking on No Segmentation, and here you will see the answers for all the respondents in all 3 countries. Or, if you're looking for more specific information, click on Segmentation and you'll be given the possibility to choose a sub-question. Let's say that you want to know the difference between the 3 countries, then click on Country and you'll see the answers for the 3 countries, Morocco, Senegal and Nigeria. Here you've got 2 types of information. For example, you've got the result expressed as a percentage and also as the number of respondents. If we look at Morocco, 18 respondents answered that they had 0 to 1 child, that is half of the respondents there, and 17 said that they had 2 to 3 children. You also have the possibility to see the chart in full screen, to print the chart or to download it. So this is for the intake survey. Let me guide you through the diaries. So let's move back to the menu here at the top of the screen, at the top of the page, and click Diaries. Here on the upper left side of the page you see 2 things. You see Diaries, which is the page by default when you click on Diaries in the menu. These are the results of the repeated interviews. And if you click on this button, Weekly Specials, you'll get some additional information about the respondents. So from week 4 on, some extra questions were added about a specific topic. These weekly specials aim to dig more into these topics and provide some interesting information about the respondents' lives. Here, you can see which weekly special you're looking at, in this case, week 4. And here, you can choose which weekly special, which week, you want to examine. For instance, week 4 is about occupation, week 5 is about savings, week 6 is about having your business versus having stable employment, and so on. So far, there's no list of topics, so to find out which topic every weekly special looks into, you'll need to click on each week. The layout of the weekly specials is the same as that of the intake survey, so you can navigate the page in the same way. There is one additional line here. I will explain how it works in the next part. So if you want to move back to the bi-weeklies, which provide you more detailed information about the evolution of the respondents through time, you have to click on Repeat Chart. and you choose the category you want. Let's pick expenditures. Here the layout is different. Above the chart, you've got the main question. For example, in this case, it's the total expenditures. And under the chart, you've got sub-questions such as a total amount spent on such and such items. If you move back to the top of the page, you've got other. In this section, you'll find information related to expenditures, but which is not total amount spent on something. It's more like a number of times you spent money on something, or the way you paid for something, etc. So in the diaries, you can find extremely specific information. Once again, you can choose to see the segmented. So here we've got the non-segmented information, but you can choose to see the segmented information. So you can choose some criteria here, but you can get much more specific information. You've got much more specific options in this part. You can filter the respondents, for example. So let's say that we're interested in respondents aged 18 to 24. So here we have to untick these boxes. Let's say that we're interested in women. So we have to untick the other box in Senegal and who are single. So we can untick several boxes. Once you've done this, you have to sync to make sure that you get the results. This will load the results, and you will get very specific information here. You can also filter the bi-weekly. So which bi-weeklies are you interested in? Maybe it's only week 2, maybe week 5, etc. So you can also filter the bi-weeklies that you need, and always remember to press sync once you have chosen the bi-weeklies, or once you have filtered the respondents. So in this part, you can combine various criteria, and on top of this, you still have the segmentation option. We hope that this video helped you navigate L-IFT's Scale2Save portal, and that you'll find the information you are looking for.